Hey guys, Emmett on guard here with another Danganronpa musical update, and as a forward, this has spoilers for Danganronpa 1. If you haven't played it, go play it right now. I dare you. I triple dog dare you to do it. You may notice that I am wearing a rainbow suit. It's because we're going to be talking about Chihiro and transgender issues that stem with Chihiro. So, just as a little forward, I'm not super well versed in transgender issues. I try to know as much as I can, but still I probably don't know as much as I should. So I would just like to pre-apologize for that, and also would like to say if I make any mistakes or say anything that isn't quite good to say, let me know. I promise everything I'm doing here is all in good faith. So, in Danganronpa, Chihiro is a character who feels ashamed of being weak and thus dresses as a girl to not be embarrassed by his lack of strength, which is kind of a weirdly sexist motive, like to say like, oh, if I dress up like a girl, people won't be weird about me not being strong because girls aren't supposed to be strong. That's such a weird thing to put in with a character like Sakura who exists in this game. I loved it in the trailer when they were like, oh, Chihiro was trying to pretend to be a girl so he didn't have to worry about being strong, when you had a character like this standing right there. Like, that just seems like a weird double standard. And I don't think I think it's very outdated and not very good to have. During the whole trial, Chihiro's gender identity as a whole is completely unclear, and it feels very weird and outdated. So they'd say things like, Chihiro may dress like a girl, but he's a boy, and that just doesn't seem right. And because of this kind of unclarity, a lot of people use Chihiro as sort of a trans surrogate to get some sort of representation, even though Chihiro's kind of not that well written in the game. Now, when writing the musical, I found Chihiro to be the most tricky character to deal with, because I didn't want to seem weird and outdated, but also I didn't want to completely get rid of that idea of Chihiro being a transgender representation. The original idea I had for fixing Chihiro was to make Chihiro a boy who simply wears girly clothes just for style. So then the characters would mistake Chihiro for a girl, and he would try to correct them, but get interrupted. It kind of turned the whole thing into more of a comic relief than anything. Now, this solution seemed simple enough, and I was originally going to go through with it, but then I realized it sort of sweeps all these transgender issues under the rug, which is something I really didn't want to do. A popular thing I see online is a lot of people view Chihiro as a trans girl, which I think is valid, but also it kind of creates a problem with the motive, so then it doesn't make sense why Chihiro would want to train and become more masculine. That inspired my final solution of Chihiro as a trans boy. So Chihiro would still wear skirts just for style and for fun, but Chihiro would long to be more masculine and want to train with Mondo as a trans boy. This would have a similar thing as my original idea, where people would mistake Chihiro for a girl, Chihiro would try to tell them, but would get interrupted. And the only person who would listen to Chihiro would be Mondo, thus giving them some kind of nice little connection there. Now hopefully this change keeps it simple, while also being sensitive to transgender issues. Now with this topic more than any, if you have any suggestions on how I can fix it, please let me know, because like I said, I'm not incredibly familiar with transgender issues. I feel like this solution will work, but at the same time, if you have any suggestions, please let me know. I am all ears. And anyways, that's all I've got for updating Chihiro. Let me know what you think, any suggestions. Like I said, more than happy to listen, and have a spectacular day.